One of my favorite cars is back, and we are putting some VR Forged D09s on this G87 M2.
Yeah, boy, M-Power. R.I.P. Toby Keith. Welcome to Vivid.
Woo! For real though, rest in peace, Toby. All right, so one of the worst things about these M2s is that the fitment is hot garbage. Really quick, it's really stormy and rainy. We're getting like the flood of the century out here, so don't mind the wind and rain.
B-roll of the flood.
Of the flood. In all seriousness, the fitment on these G87 M2s is one of the worst things about them. If you take a quick look, there's massive wheel gap. The wheels are sunken in. It's just not ideal. The wheels actually themselves don't look that bad, but they're not VR Forged. So we're putting a set of our VR Forged D09s in satin bronze on the car. We're going with a slightly wider and we're overall going with a slightly larger setup. Let's take this thing inside real quick. We'll show you the wheels. Really should get a nice look on this M2. I'm gonna learn today. This is proper form.
Drop it.
So as you can tell, there's already a tire on this here wheel, but these wheels got here about 2 weeks ago. We just got in the wheels that are going on this G87 M2. We're pretty hyped on these. These are VR Forged D09. So this is a forged wheel, not cast, none of that other garbage. Forged wheels.
Yeah, and these are going to be a little bit bigger than stock, which means we will have to get bigger tires.
These are meaty wheels. So I just want to make sure we see some meaty tires. So let's pop them open real quick and show you what we're putting on the car. All right, so here are satin bronze D09s. Minty looking wheel, if I do say so myself.
Cool. I like them a lot.
So this unit unscrews, and that is an aluminum cap. So we're not messing with no plastics here. We got this ring, and that exposes all of the lugs there. Now the other really cool thing about these wheels, the rears of the wheels have all been like milled out. By milling out the backside of these wheels, you get to gain a lot of weight savings without sacrificing any of the structural integrity of the wheel. So you keep all that good strength that comes with a forged wheel. As you can see, we've got our staggered setup, meaty tire, slightly less, but still very meaty tire. These are gonna look really good.
All right, now what? Put them away.
Yeah, so we're putting these away. Car's not here yet. We're like weeks in advance right now. Getting aggressive out here. Golly. I think I officially hate BMW. I was falling in love, now I hate them.
Oh, the studs are...
These are the bolt studs, not lug nuts. They're so annoying.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow, those are beefy.
Brother. What you see here is a clear difference in tire width. These are both the rear tires. This is the old, this is the new. Got more contact patch to make more grip, to do more spicy things. All right, before we go any further, I gotta interject real quick. What I failed to mention originally, oh yeah, here we go. Oh, I should have thought this through better. These factory wheels from BMW are indeed a cast wheel. The surprising part about them is that we actually threw these on a scale to see how much they weigh. They came in at around roughly the same weight you would see a forged wheel of the same size. Obviously, yes, with a tire on it. And at first we thought that was really interesting, but then it kind of started to raise a couple of red flags. What a lot of people are doing are going more of a budget route and putting spacers on them. And I have nothing against spacers. I think if you get a good, high quality billet spacer, you have nothing to be concerned about. However, I would be concerned that people are going that route and then are going to use their car for weekend track use on top of it being their daily car, which is awesome and great and fun. There's a sports car that should be driven as such. I would just simply be concerned that there is some sort of weak point or failure point due to the fact that it is such lightweight, that maybe it's not as dense as it should be, maybe it's not as strong as it should be. Will these cast wheels, after they've had a lot of pressure on them and stress on them from a track day, will they have a point of failure? Will the wheels crack? I would just be concerned. That's all. And I just want to share that with you guys. I absolutely could be blowing this out of proportion. I like the way these wheels look. I think they look awesome. I just think the fitment is hot garbage. It's just surprising to see that these came into a very, very similar weight to that of a forged wheel. If this was purely for city driving and just maybe the occasional pull here and there or want to go around a corner fast, I don't think that would ever have a problem. I would just be concerned with a track day with the higher speeds, the harder cornering, just the stress that a track day puts on a car. I would just have questions. That's all. Just wanted to step in and say that real quick. And while we're at it, don't forget that links to all the parts we talk about in these videos are in the description below, and there's a special discount code for our YouTube viewers only. So before you go buy anything, make sure you get that discount code. It really helps us out a ton. Let's get back to the action.
You should see your back right now. Not good posture.
Oh, I know, it's bad.
Nice.
Boom.
Whoa.
All right, other side.
So Noel Miller, YouTuber, he said, per capita, who can do more push-ups, BMW owners or Mercedes owners? I think it is BMW owners. Because think about, like, who owns Mercedes? White women in Scottsdale. Or old white men in Scottsdale. So I'll say BMW. BMW can lift more. That literally couldn't be more perfect. My leg is pinned, dude.
I'll pin you.
I do like this design. If this was flush and then you could just do no center cap or just a really flush flat center cap, that would be cool. I just think this more bowled out finish to the lugs does look really nice. It looks kind of like aggressive, traditional JDM style. But how about the RW Carbon little duck bill spoiler? Even though it's covered in dirt, it still looks sick. The diffuser looks really good, but the duck lip is chef's kiss.
Who installed the duck lip?
Your three best carbon guys.
That's us.
Marketing team equals the three best carbon guys. Probably, and arguably, on planet Earth. If you need help laying this stuff up, we're your guys.
I have a question for you. Per capita, who could do more push-ups, BMW owners or Mercedes owners?
You know, BMW owners are going to be more scrappy. I will tell you that. There's a lot of Mercedes in Jersey, though.
Oh, like Upper East Coast for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Like when I think Mercedes, I think East Coast, upper state New York, Jersey, some scrappy individuals. But the thing is, I don't think they can do push-ups. My mind was going street fight, like a brawl.
No, push-ups.
Like Mercedes.
Who's more buff?
Probably BMW owners.
All right, wheels are on the car. They're looking good, but the sunset, we'll pick this back up in the morning. Good morning. We got all four of the wheels on last night, but we didn't get to take a good look at them. So we're gonna pull the cart real quick and go over some of the fine details that you might wanna know to get a good flush fitment on these G87 M2s. Okay, so we can finally see the car in its beauty. The fitment is way better. The wheel wells are filled up. It's flush against the car. If you look down the side, if you look right here, you can see that it's nice and flush. Come on, get over here, get over here. Yep.
There's a puddle.
Oh, my bad. To cover all of our bases with the fitment, we have H&R adjustable lowering springs. You keep all the factory damping, you keep all the M modes where you can go from economy to sport to track to all that stuff. You keep all of those settings active, but you get lower ride height and you can adjust it higher and lower if you want. So in terms of wheel specs, we're running our VR Forged D09s in satin bronze. If you don't like the center cap look, we do have it in the just traditional option where you see the 5 lugs. But in terms of sizings, on the rear, we're running 20 by 11 with a plus 22 millimeter offset. And on the fronts, we're running a 20 by 10 with a plus 10 millimeter offset. Tires on the rear, we're talking 295 25s. And then on the fronts, we're talking 285 30s. So overall upgraded the radius, the width, just overall performance of how much contact patch we get on the ground. So you can actually drive this thing to its full capability. This is just part 2 of kind of what our mini series. In part 1, we installed the lowering springs and the Valvetronic Designs exhaust. Today we finished up the wheel fitment. In our next video, which we're about to go start filming, we're gonna go over some of the aero stuff. We're about to install one more piece on it to tie it all together. All of those good things. Fun little mini series we're doing. I absolutely love this car. Such a cool platform. One day I want one of these, if I'm being completely honest. It's just too good of a car. But that's all we got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more G87 M2 content. There's a lot more coming. Make sure you guys give us a like and a subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.